Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. In today's video we're going to be creating this full face soft glam date night for staying in. We're having a little lockdown date night, so I just thought I'd film this for a little bit of inspo, and also I am updating you on my base routine as well. Loads of you have been asking for it. I didn't want to do it until I was 110% happy with my new base routine, and I am. So before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section below. And if you want to see how I got this full face of soft glam, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so nothing on my face right now. I've got tan on, and I did prep my skin with the Misha Bridal Cream maybe about an hour ago-ish, half an hour ago, somewhere between there. I always like to make sure that I prep my skin and then give it a bit of time before I go in with any like face products. I just feel like the makeup sits better when it's had chance for all the skincare to sink in. Also, do just want to point out, breakouts are in full force, and that is absolutely fine. So let's get some makeup on this face. The first product that I'm going to be starting out with is the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. Now, I saw this on Robert Welsh's channel, and I love Korean makeup, Korean skincare, so I really wanted to give this a go. Oh my goodness, this is my favourite thing in the world. I'm going to go as far as saying that I like this just as much as MAC Studio Fix. It sits so gorgeous on the skin. When you hear the words BB cream, you automatically think barely any coverage, you think oily, greasy, whereas this is absolutely fab for people like me with oily skin. It lasts so long, and honestly, I went on a walk the other day and I had this on, and I had my woolly hat on, which comes down to about here, and then I got home, took my hat off, and it was all still intact, literally not even budged, even with that like physical hat on my head, like rubbing against it. Amazing. I just think it makes the skin look so beautiful, so glowy, so fresh. It's long wearing. Oh, I don't know why I've never tried this before, and I don't hear anyone talk about it apart from Robert Welsh. So this is my new fave. I wear the shade 25. I also did pick up 29 for when it's summertime and I'm just a little bit more tan than I am now. Going in with another little bit of the product. Plus also you get 50ml in this as well, so it's way more than a normal foundation. You usually get 30ml of foundation. This is 50ml, so you get a lot more product. I think it's about 20 something pound. I know it's on offer on Look Fantastic at the minute for like 19 or something like that. You can buy this from obviously like Yes Style, but I get mine from Look Fantastic. Okay, so that is the product all applied. Obviously I look very, very glowy at the minute. I do need some powder to set down, but it looks so beautiful, so fresh. I just feel like it makes my skin look so much more healthy and much more vibrant. Even with like my breakouts and everything, I don't feel like it cakes up on any breakouts. It's so gorgeous and so beautiful. I just love it so much. Oh, it's just amazing. And again, I never hear people talk about this product. It's an absolute winner for me. The next product that I'm going to go in with is the Maybelline Instant Age Multi-Use Eraser Concealer. I'm going to use the shade 02 Nude. I recently got this in the Look Fantastic haul, just because I wanted to try it again, because I used to use this years and years and years ago when there was like 2 shades. Isn't it funny how this is like an anti-age concealer, but I used to use it when I was like 14. But I hate the applicator with the sponge, so I've just popped some on my stainless steel palette just because I don't want to go in with the sponge applicator and apply too much. So I'm just using a MAC 252. And I'm just going to apply that in all the areas where I need it. Now, I used to absolutely love this concealer. I don't know if I'll still love it. This is like my first time trying it since, like years really. Then I'm just going to blend that in with a Peaches and Cream PC17. So I'm just tapping that in. I mean, so far it's nice. It's not my favourite concealer at the minute. I would definitely still prefer the new Ordinary one over this. It's nice. I can see why people like it. For cream contour, I'm going to go in with the Soul Body Medium Face and Body Bronzing Balm. This is beautiful. It's so nice. I'm going to apply that with a Peaches Makeup PC21. This is my favourite like cream contour, cream bronzer brush because it just fits, the angle of it just fits so nicely on the face. Now this product is so lightweight and so creamy that it just adds the most beautiful amount of product on. It doesn't like load it on. It's not too like full coverage or anything like that. It just adds like a really nice sheer amount of product. Literally press that on the areas that I want to shape. Now for powder, I'm gonna go in with the YSL Soufflé d'Eclat powder in the shade number 3. Now, loads of my makeup friends had recommended this. I bought it, I wanted to hate it. Really wanted to hate it because of how expensive it is actually. But it's so good. It's so good. So I'm just gonna set my T-zone with this. Like, can you see how smooth that is? Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I actually hate it. I would love to hate this, but it's so lightweight. Keeps your skin looking like skin. It sets down. It lasts really well. It doesn't look cakey. It is truly a gorgeous powder. It's really, really nice, but God, it's expensive. I think it's like 50 something pound, if I remember. I did buy it off Look Fantastic, but I did actually buy it out of my own money. It's so good. So I just tend to set like my T-zone, and I don't bake or anything like that because baking is when things get cakey. Oh, look at that powder. So good. Okay, I'm looking a little bit flat, so we're going to add some colour into the face. I'm going to go in with Matte Mineralised Skin Finish in Dark Tan. Apply that with a Morphe M405. Now, I kind of like to focus my bronzer a little bit further back at the moment, just to sort of like lift my face a little bit. And because I have quite like a roundish heart-shaped face, the widest points of my face are like here, so that's where I want to add the bronzer, mainly here, just so it pushes that bit in and makes me look like I've got a more elongated face. So I'm just focusing that around the edge of my face. Super light pressure, nothing too heavy. Just super like lightweight bronzing like that, I feel like is so effective. You see, just super lightweight. For blush, I'm gonna go in with the Missguided Stop I'm Blushing blush in the shade About Last Night. Really nice blushes. I love Missguided makeup, I think it's so good. So I'm just gonna again focus that quite high up. I love this shade as well. It's so like peachy and fresh. So I'm just going to take that on my cheeks and right up to my temple as well. And I'm using a Peaches Makeup PC03. And just a bit on my nose too. A bit on the head to warm up. Out on the chin. I love blush. Put it everywhere. So for highlight, I'm going to be using the Illamasqua Beyond Powder in the shade Dare, and I'm going to apply it with a MAC 159S brush. Now this is a duo fibre brush, so it's going to apply the highlighter in a less dense way than something like a normal blending brush or a normal highlighter brush. And this is what I've been loving recently, because this shade is sort of like a blush highlight shade anyway. It's going to merge with that blush and the skin a lot nicer than something like a gold, which will stand out quite a lot. Because I'm going for something quite soft and subtle today, I just want it to be, you know, I just want it to be nice and glowy, nice and fresh. So I'm strategically applying it where the light is hitting my face. Now obviously I film with artificial lighting. I've got a ring light and then 2 panel lights at the side of me, so that is where the light is hitting at the moment. If it was daylight, then I would apply where the daylight was hitting me. So just follow that rule and you will be fine. But can you see how it just adds a nice glow rather than sort of like an intense highlight? This brush is amazing for highlight, honestly. I'm going to use my Missguided Freckle pen to add in my 3 moles. So 1, 2, 3, and then I just tap over them just to make them a little bit more natural. I'm going to add some faux freckles in as well. This pen is so easy to use. It's the easiest freckle product. You just dot it on and tap it out. I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder in Soft Brown and the 7B brush from them. I'm I'm going to mix those two shades together. Recently, I've been going for a more structured brow look. So I'm just going to start in the middle and draw a line right underneath just to give our shape. And I'm going to extend it all the way out. I've just gone back to a more bold brow rather than the fluffy soap brows. I don't know why. I just feel like I was getting a bit bored of the soap brow, and I just felt like it was making my looks look messy. That's not to say that anyone who does soap brows that your looks messy. I'm not trying to say that, but I just felt like for me personally, my looks weren't coming out the way that I like them to because of the way that my brows looked. I just didn't like it anymore. I think it suits so many people, but I don't even know if it suits me. Don't know, but it was a phase. We tried it. It's all good. And then as I get to the front of the brow, I use the lighter shade of brown in the duo. So I'm going to try out a new brow product today. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax. Now this is clear, so I'm assuming it's sort of like a soap brows type of product, but it is actually clear. So we're going to give this a go. I'm just going to go straight in with a spoolie. I've seen so many good things about this from other people, and I'm hoping I'm gonna like it. So I'm just gonna pop that straight through my brows, and I'm sort of going to use this in replace of a brow gel. It's actually holding my brows really well. Wow. And then I'm just going to use my brow brush to smooth over the edges and just tidy them up a little bit. Okay, that is good. That is good. Good, good, good. I didn't think I'd like that. That's very good. Let's finally move on to eyes. I'm going to mix Plouise base in shade 2 and shade 4. 10% off with my code, as always. And I'm going in with my MAC 252. Distributing on the lid first, and then I'm going to carve out the brows. And I'm just going a little bit lighter with the Plouise base shade today, just so that when I go in with my shadows, it's going to stand out a little bit more. But I don't want to go too light, because then I feel like it does look unnatural and it doesn't blend with the skin as nice. But I'm just going like one shade lighter. I don't have shade number 3 with me at the moment, so I'm just mixing 2 and 4. Now, I don't like to carve so much in the front of the brow here. I like to leave that a little bit more natural. So I'm just going to leave that how it is for the minute and move on to this eye. And I'm just going to press that in with a fluffy synthetic brush. And this is just going to evenly distribute that base and remove any excess and just get it all looking nice and smooth, ready for the shadows that we're going to use. So I'm just pressing that in and being super careful around the front of that brow where I've not carved, because I do want that to stay sort of like a natural brow-ish. Do you know what? I just live for a structured brow at the moment. Love it. So we're all prepped and ready to go. I've got 2 palettes that I might use today. I've got the Plouise Wedding Wish palette. I'll just show you what it looks like. Absolutely gorge. And then I've got the ColourPop Nude Mood palette. So I think I'm going to swap between both of these, or maybe just use one. I think I want to do something quite light and soft glam. So I'm going to take a Peaches Makeup PC10, and I'm going to take the shade Ring on It, this shade here, which is sort of like a brown. In fact, I'm going to mix it with Proposal. There was 2 browny neutral shades, and I'm going to start working that on the outer part of my eye, just blending that in and sort of packing on the shade at the same time. So I'm pressing and blending. A lightweight today, nothing too crazy. Just something easy that you can do at home if you are having a lockdown date night. And I'm going to start bringing that in towards the inner part of my eye as well. So sort of covering the whole lid with it. And I'm going to take a clean, fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to buff the edges of that into the Plouise base. So I'm not actually adding another shade here. I'm just buffing the edge of the eyeshadow, and then I'm going to go in with those 2 shades again and repeat that process. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to take those same 2 shades on my lower lash line as well. Just mixing those 2 shades and running them on the lower lash line. And I'm just using a ColourPop E28 brush. But you can use any pencil brush that you've got at home or your favourite lower lash line brush. Okay, I'm going to go in with the shade Commitments, which is this gorgeous like gold peachy shade. I'm going to apply this with the finger because these are 100% wow. These are definitely best applied with the finger. I've tried applying them with a brush. Doesn't work. Make sure you are using your finger for this. That is literally 1 swipe. Wow. I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of Invite Only, which is the gold. And just add that on too. Definitely apply these with the finger. And then I'm going to take that brush that I used for the browns and I'm just going to blend around that shimmer just to make sure it's all nice and even and stuff. Taking one of my favourite angled brushes from Morphe and the shade Wifey, which is the darkest shade in the palette, the dark brown. I'm going to do a brown wing. Absolutely love an eyeshadow wing. I just feel like it's so soft. You know when you don't want something really intense? And this brush from Morphe, you can get one in the set which looks like this, the eye brush set, or you can get it in the Madison Beer brushes, which is one of my favourite brush sets ever. These little tiny angled brushes are great for this because you can get so much more precision when you're doing like eyeliner or lower lash line work, whatever it is that you're trying to do. It makes it so much easier for you. Wings done. I'm going to go in with my ColourPop eyeliner in the shade Brouhaha. I love that name. Brouhaha. And I'm going to pop that straight in my waterline. This is a dark brown, so it's going to give a little bit of like smoke to the look. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of an inner corner wing with that same brush. This brush from Morphe makes it so much easier because it's so tiny. I'm going to curl my lashes real quick with this one from Morphe. This is something I've started doing recently. I like curl my lashes now because I actually make effort. So I'm just curling my lashes. When I see people do this, it makes me feel sick, but I actually love doing it on myself. For my top lashes, I'm going to go in with the Misguided Oh High Lash Mascara. Love this for top lashes. It's so good. Watch this. How good is that? It's so good. It's literally the most amazing mascara. I've got it all over the top of my things now though because I've curled my lashes. And then for my lower lashes, I'm going to go in with the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. This is the best lower lash line mascara to ever exist. Again, watch this. Because the wand is so thin, it grips onto every single lash. Okay, the lashes that I'm going to be using today are from my collection with YAZMAE Cosmetics. Of course, I'm going to be doing Capel lashes today. No surprise to anyone. They're just so natural and look so nice on everyone. If I do say so myself, I know I'm biased, but the reason I made this style of lash is so that everyone could wear them. People with hooded lids have come to me and said that these are the best lashes they've ever tried. So I am obsessed with Capels. I love them at the minute. So I'm gonna apply them and then I'll be right back. Okay, so lashes are on. I'm gonna go in and finish the look. So to line my lips, I'm gonna be using MAC Strip Down. Do I use anything else? Probably not. So I'm just gonna go in and line my lips with this. And then for lipstick, I'm gonna go in with the Cash Beauty lipstick in the shade Veil. It's just sort of like a gorgeous nude shade. And then finishing off with the Cash Beauty gloss in Starlight. I love the applicator on this. I'm going to finish off with a couple of squirts of MAC Fix Plus just to blend all my powders together, make me look a little bit more fresh. And that is the finished look, guys. This is definitely a look that I would wear for a date night. I will leave links to all the products in the description box below for you, along with my discount codes and social channels, so you can come and follow me on Instagram and things like that. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!